So the radio station got the best speakers.
Oh yeah.
Hear that? That's low?
Yeah, it's low. You can hear everything.
We ready? All right, guys, we ready. You turn on every mic. Here we go, baby. G987 FM, The Way We Groove, Mark and Jem, 6 to 10. Little Curtis Mayfield in the morning. Never hurt nobody, Freddie. Diana. I love like the fishbone version, but it ain't nothing like, you know, a little Curtis Mayfield in the morning. Right now, let's bring it back. This is the old school vibe you guys have been wanting for a minute. You know they're here in the city. You know what people have been talking about them. You guys have been doing newsprint. You've been doing TV and all that lovely stuff. But you're here now in the building, and we're going to stop talking for a second. We want to hear from you, the voices, your names, who you are. I'm not even going to introduce them, just talk.
What's up, world? This is Master G.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
It is 6'6", all the way live, the Wonder Midnight.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
No doubt. This is Hendiggity Dog doing it real big.
Alright. Everything is good?
Yeah, it's good, real good, man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for being here, man. So we want to talk about it. Was all about Rappers Delight, a.k.a. formerly known as Sugar Hill Gang in the building. Walk us through a little bit of your journey.
Wow.
Of what it took to get to this point.
Yeah.
You know, when things were good, when things were bad, and, you know, everybody has their ups and downs, but we all learn from experiencing like, OGs like you.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Well, we call it the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay, okay.
And the good, of course, was, you know, having the opportunity to bring the music to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the bad is, unfortunately, people don't understand that, you know, there's a lot of double talking and double dealing in the backgrounds. You know, music business is a pretty tough business. And then the ugly is when you recognize the situation and then you go to a person and say, hey, listen, all we want to do is get what's ours.
Right.
And then they try to fight us, man. That's the struggle that we've been living. So that's pretty much where we're at and what we've been doing.
So specifically, this is talking more along the lines of the name of the group, because I know that's part of the film that we were talking about as well, too.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you know, we've been dealing with lawyers and, you know, battling back and forth. They, you know, took the Sugar Hill Gang name, which of course we made famous.
Of course.
And then they tried to take our stage names. You know, they tried to take Wonder Mike. They tried to take Master G. You know, but we, you know, again, through kicking and scraping and fighting and, you know, working to make it happen, we're not legally allowed to say we're Sugar Hill Gang,
right.
but we do have the legal trademarks to our stage name. So,
damn right.
You know, which is what we came in the door with anyway.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's ours. You know, I was Master G when I was in high school.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So, you know, when I had the best DJ group in the northern New Jersey area.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes the battle.
Best DJ group. It was only 2 of us, and it was Mike's group, Sound on Sound. It was like 105 of them. The best DJ, Phase 2. If you listen to Rappers Delight, you hear it was Phase 2 doing the do.
Yeah.
That's me. And
Master G and his broke DJ.
Yeah, here we go. In Sound on Sound. 100 people in Sound on Sound. Nobody eating nothing but crackers.
Wow. Keep them up.
I can see the love in the room, and it lasted for a long time.
That's
with you
right.
guys.
30 years we've known each other.
Keep them up. Guy wouldn't pay his DJ.
They didn't have no money to pay the group.
It was broke.
They put all the money in the equipment.
He would take the red paper off the bologna, and whatever meat stuck to that, that's what the DJ
That's what it is.
Man, there was so many people in Sound on Sound, man. They didn't know what money was.
Because they couldn't see.
They didn't see any.
But we knew what victory was.
No, don't try. Don't try. Yeah. Try. Respect your junkie butt. Don't even try.
There we go.
All right, Jem.
So the film is called I Want My Name Back.
Yes, right. Let's get back to business. Yeah.
So you just
Piss me off. Wow. Go ahead.
Then you guys see what I deal with.
I know.
Talking about crackers for payment. So,
yeah, right.
I Want My Name Back. I like that you went straight to the point.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. We're just going to give people a little bit of a history again. So Rappers Delight still remains to this day the biggest selling single in hip-hop history, which is huge.
True. Yes.
And in another kind of turn of events, it's saying here that this is one of the biggest swindles in music history.
Absolutely.
And that is huge to have gone through, because as we talked about a little bit, your profits stolen, publishing rights stolen, and now even trying to finance to get your name. And reading here, this was a mob finance label.
Yes.
We kind of saw this with Ja Rule, but we didn't even realize that back then these things were going on.
We're the guinea pigs.
Really,
Actually,
really. And I know there are so
yeah.
many people, artists and fans alike, who have learned so much from you.
Right.
So this is about your battle to reclaim the rights and recognitions that you are owed as hip-hop pioneers.
No question.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And see, that's what the whole, that's why we say it's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
Because it shouldn't be this way. I mean,
Yes,
you know, when we came together, it was the labor of love. You know, it was about the music, it was about the culture, the time. You know, we're like a voice of our generation.
Right.
I mean, literally. I mean, before us, there was no such thing as a rap star.
Right.
You know, so everybody, you know, formed their whole opinion of what they were going to do with rap music based on watching us come up on television shows. You know, we did Soul Train, God rest his soul, Don Cornelius, Soul Train. We were the first rap group on Soul Train. American Bandstand,
Solid Gold.
Right.
We did these 3 shows in 2 days.
Yeah, all of this is stuff that, you know, we were blessed to have the opportunity to come through. So, you know, it's not really fair to us that we have to even go through these changes because, you know, the history is rightfully ours.
Well, and you're saying the voice of your generation, but then you've given voice to all the generations that have followed.
And we feel
so you continue to be that voice.
That's what Rappers Alike did.
Right.
It was the battering ram for hip-hop music.
Right.
We didn't start it, we didn't invent it. But we took it to the masses and fought all these R&B groups and radio stations.
Right.
And see, here we go. And we kept battling.
Because we embrace rap so much now that people forget that it was a fight.
It was a fight to get to this forefront.
We kicked the door open.
No doubt.
That's our main legacy.
Right.
We kicked the door wide open so that other artists could get their deals and their endorsements and paved paved the way for hip hop music to be popular in the world.
We were at a party and Busta Rhymes was there and everybody was around Busta, you know, wanting to take pictures and autograph. And finally Busta just said, hey, listen. Say, you guys need to recognize, say, it's Sugar Hill Gang over there. If it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't have a job. Security, you wouldn't have a job. Said none of them. Said,
and none of the people in the crowd would be dancing to Hoo-Ah.
Y'all want pictures,
you know
and
what I mean?
autographs. Say, y'all need to go over there and take pictures.
I remember seeing Vibe when Sinbad was hosting it, and Busta was. You guys surprised Busta on stage,
exactly.
And he let people know that there would have been no Hoo-Ha if it wasn't for Eighth Wonder. If it wasn't for y'all doing it. There would have been nothing. So there's other groups, for example, that have taken from you, and I'm not talking about taking from you like taking it disrespectful. I'm talking about taking from the foundation, taking from the foundation of what you guys have planted and made something bigger for it.
Yeah, there's lots of groups like that.
The cool thing is, we were trying to do this documentary before with another gentleman.
Yeah, before we had the great Roger Paradiso.
And then we were introduced to Roger.
Right.
And wow. He just kind of held out the mic, turned on the camera, and let us tell our own story. There's no embellishment. What I love about the doc is there's no embellishment. Personally, I always have said life is interesting enough without embellishment, exaggeration, and lies.
He's great.
He turned on the mic, and we told our story. Just like because we got tired of turning on the TV and seeing all these other artists.
So many people, you know,
they were put together.
Say so many things.
Either it was love or hate, but it was still inaccurate.
Yeah, which we're going to clear up right now. We weren't put together. We were writing and we were rapping and we were doing shows and well, they were parties back in those days. And we were doing that long before we started making records. So you know, Michael and I, we are not manufactured people. We're true rappers. We're real artists. Not only that, we were playing instruments from the time I was 7. I was playing the drums, and Mike was playing instruments. So we've been musicians since before the time began. So before the world knew that we made records, we were already into music. And a lot of people got to get that.
Play.
And to clear up the other confusion is that G wrote all of his rhymes on his song. Wonder Mike wrote all of his rhymes. And Grandmaster Cass
wrote all the Hank's rhymes.
The Hank's rhymes, right.
Only Hank's, because a lot of people say Cass wrote the record. No, Cass didn't write the record. He wrote Hank's stuff.
And all of this is brought out in the doc. It has laser-like accuracy.
That's because of the great directing of Roger. He's a great director.
Yeah.